13th, National Filet Mignon Day. Yeah, it's a big one today. We don't want to mess this one up like we did yesterday with those julienne French fries. Today we want this one to come out perfect. So I have a cast iron skillet here getting really hot on here. Make sure your filet mignon sits out for about 20 minutes to get to room temperature. These are all things that I read and watched and figured out as I went along. I'm not a huge steak eater. I love filet mignon. I've had it when I go out. I've never cooked one at home. I don't even think I've ever bought one before. But we want to make sure we get this one right today. So it's at room temperature. We got a nice filet here. We're going to take some kosher salt and generously salt and pepper both sides of our steak here. Try to make this a little bit more coarse. Okay, I want to just pat that in there. Do the same on the other side. Because you want to make sure you get that nice crust when you put it into your searing hot pan, which is what that's going to be. Okay? Nice pepper crust. You can even mop up what you knocked off. Okay? And what we're going to do, take a nice chunk of butter, get that right into our pan there. Okay? As you can see, our pan is really nice and hot. Okay? Now what you do, from what I've seen, again, everybody has their own techniques. This is just a bunch of them that I've seen, and I'm just trying them. I've, like I said, never done a filet mignon at home before. So what I saw was you want to put it into your pan, searing hot pan, with your butter, and don't touch it. Okay? You just want to give it that sear, let it sit there. From what everybody tells me, don't touch it. 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes, flip it over, 2.5 minutes. Depends on how you like your steak done. I like it more medium rare to medium, not really rare, and because it's such a thick cut, that's one reason why you want to make sure it's at room temperature so it cooks more evenly, otherwise you'll have that cold center to your steak. I also have my oven going at 400 degrees because once I'm done searing this on both sides, I'm going to put it in there just for about 4 to 5 minutes just to make sure I get a nice medium rare and take it out, okay? So let that sit for a couple minutes and then we'll flip it, sear the other side. We'll even sear around the sides and then we'll get it in our oven. And then, not just filet mignon today, but we got to jazz it up. We got to do something with it, right? So we're going to do a gorgonzola cream sauce that we're going to pour over our filet mignon, because I love that too. Alrighty? Okay, so there you go, about 2.5 minutes. There's our nice sear on our steak. Just flip it, do the same thing. Don't touch it. Okay, to this though, now I'm going to add to this pan. I took a couple cloves of garlic and just kind of mashed them with my knife on the cutting board, and I just want to infuse them into this butter and oil from the steak, just to give the little steak a little flavor. We're just giving it a little something to flavor. Okay, you can even add a little more butter than this. Okay, really get that going. Okay, so I seared my steak on all sides, and now I'm just going to put it into my 400 degree oven just for about 4 or 5 minutes just to make sure I get a nice medium rare. Going to take it out. We're going to let it rest because you always let your meat rest so the juices go back into it. In the meantime, we'll get started on our gorgonzola cream sauce. Alrighty? Okay, so in a small saucepan here, I got 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Okay, just going to melt that down, and to that I'm going to add 1 chopped up shallot and a minced up clove of garlic. I picked a big one. Make sure you get a nice big clove of garlic for this, okay? So we'll melt this, then we'll add those 2 things in there and just saute them a little bit. Okay, let's take our steak out of the oven while we're working on our sauce there. Okay. Take it off. We're going to let it rest on the plate over here. Hopefully we didn't overcook it. Seems like it's still a good medium rare. But we'll let that rest now for a good 5 minutes or so while we finish our sauce here. Okay, now we have our sauteed down onions, shallots, and garlic. So to that, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of Gorgonzola cheese, or you can use a different, just regular blue or Roquefort or whatever you like. I just love the combination of blue cheese and steak. I don't know, there's something about that combination I really like. So I'm just going to put that in with this and just let this melt down, okay? And then I'm going to switch over to my whisk, because I'm going to whisk into this blue cheese mixture about 2 to 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, okay? Alrighty, and that's that. Take it off the heat. There is our Gorgonzola cream sauce. Cream in there. Now, you're also, before you do anything, taste it, because you want to check for salt and pepper, which we didn't add to this. Definitely needs a shot of pepper, and I would say it needs a nice pinch of salt. Okay. Want to make sure everything's nice and flavorful. Okay, that's it today. So far, well, we still got to eat it, right? So let me just finish this up, get this, give my steak a chance to rest for a few minutes, get this sauce on it, and we'll be back for the tasting. All right, everybody? Filet Mignon Day. Let's hope we didn't mess this one up. The only thing that can go wrong now is if we overcooked our steak. Hopefully we didn't do that. Be right back. Okay, so let's see how we did with this one today. This thing looks really good. First thing is, let's check our temperature and see if we got our medium rare. It's more towards medium than medium rare. Okay, we learn. We live and learn. It's still pink inside, which is nice. It's not well done, thank God. Okay, but let's see what we got as far as our flavor today with this cream sauce. I may have to do this more often. The steak is so juicy. I mean, even though, like I said, we got more of a medium than a medium rare, it's still very tender, very juicy by letting it rest and letting all the juices. The flavor combination of the blue cheese with the steak, I just absolutely love. I always have. So this is one that we're going to get even better at. We'll try it again. First time ever cooking a filet mignon in my house. So we'll get even better at it, and we definitely will nail that medium rare. It's still good medium, but medium rare would be better. Alrighty? Happy Filet Mignon Day, everybody. Make sure you get out there and get some filet mignon. Get some surf and turf while you're at it. Throw some lobster tails on it. That's what I should have done for today. We'll see you tomorrow.